Hey, I'm Dr. Marcella Wilson, and welcome to video 1 of my training series, How Blogs Boost Your Business. So, as you already know, I am a computer science professor. I'm a lifestyle tech expert, and I also help people use their blogs to run a successful online business, make money, and ultimately live the life that they always dreamed of. So I do all of this from the comfort of my home, and what I like to do, what I feel that is my calling, I like to help others to do the same. Okay, so one thing that you will hear me say throughout this video training series, you'll hear me say this is techno. Now, I'm not talking about techno music, although we do love techno music. It's not techno music, it's tech, which is short for technology, T-E-C-H, and know, which is short for knowledge, K-N-O-W, techno. So this is kind of a phrase I've coined because my educational background is that I have a master's and a PhD in computer science. So because of the research I've done, so like my dissertation research was in the area of like blogging, social media, the internet. So because of the research I've done and the experience I've had when in the workplace, I feel that one of my gifts is breaking down difficult concepts and making them easy to understand, because people are always coming up to me saying, you know, Dr. Wilson, I really want to blog, I really want to start an online business, I'm intimidated by technology, or they get into it, they say I'm a little overwhelmed, how do I do this? And I feel that it is my gift because of my education and so many years of teaching in the classroom and online. I feel that I do a really good job of hopefully making difficult concepts easy to understand. So what I'm going to do, techno, is what I call me letting you kind of peek behind the curtains of the internet, see how it really works, how computers really works, and I'm going to give you that techno behind the scenes information so that you in turn can harness the power of the internet and use that on your blog so that you can get more traffic, you can get more customers, you can get more business, more money, and live the life that you want to live. Whether you dictate your own schedule, be location independent, make your own hours, you can do this. So I'm going to give you my techno knowledge and information to help you be successful with your blog and your online business. Okay, let's get to it. So the first lesson is you want to blog because blogging keeps your site current. And when I say current, I mean that you post to it on a regular basis. You could do it once a day, several times a day, once a week, several times a week. But you have a consistent schedule as to how often you blog, and that the people who come to your site know this schedule. You can post it, or they can see from the post that you've made that you blog once a week or, you know, twice a week. Personally, I recommend blogging at least once a week in this day and age. Okay, so you want to keep your blog current because if a potential customer or someone comes to your site and it looks like you haven't been there, you haven't blogged in weeks or months, they're going to think several things. They're like, well, the person who runs this blog hasn't been here, so what am I doing reading this, right? They're going to think that you're not serious about the topic, because if you were serious about your blog, if you were serious about your business, it would be up to date. They're going to think that you are not knowledgeable about this because you're not on top of it, right? But what's the worst thing of all of this is that they're going to think that you're not professional. So if you are trying to sell products and services off of your blog and you haven't updated it in months, they're not going to consider you a trusted source. And you know, in order to get someone to buy from you, they have to like you, they have to trust you. And if you don't appear professional and knowledgeable, they're not going to buy from you. Okay, so you want to keep your site current. And I'm going to get into this in the next lesson, but Google loves blogs that are updated regularly because that's one of the ways that you rank higher in Google search engines. So, you know, I'm just gonna tease you a little bit with that. We're gonna talk about that more in the next lesson, but I just want to let you know that over 60% of small businesses do not have a blog. Okay, let me repeat that. 60% of small businesses don't have a blog. Okay, we know Google loves blogs and will rank it higher if you update it regularly. Okay, so keep your blog current. If you do that, you're already going to be ahead of the competition. All right, so I do have an ebook. It's called Blogging for Bucks, 10 Ways That You Can Turn Your Blog into a Bank. So in my ebook, I talk about tips for blogging consistently and what you need to say to get people to buy from you. All right, so you can click the button below to purchase that. Also, if you have any questions about this video, you liked it, leave me a comment below. You can also use the social media buttons to tweet or post it on Facebook. All right, so I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. And look out for the next lesson. It should be in your inbox in a couple of days. I really thank you. I've had great time sharing this lesson with you. Take care, and I'll see you soon, and happy blogging.